Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope at Nay Rob on YouTube. Now, let's talk girl power. Okay, guys, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. This entire video today is going to be about strong women. I've been wanting to do a video like this because the reason why I started YouTube was for empowerment for women, for older women like us being, like from the 35 on up range. But just blanket, I wanted to do this video for women, period. Specifically, I do my channel for us older women so that we can feel good about ourselves, because sometimes life will beat you down and people will remind you that you're older. And if you don't take time to take care of yourself, then it can penetrate you and you'll start to believe what people tell you about yourself. Okay. See, that's why some of these comments these people be saying to me don't bother me, because I don't care what you say. I don't care how big the nose is. I don't care how nappy the hair is, which is not, y'all. It's not nappy. Trust me, baby. Trust me. I don't care, how old the face is. It don't matter. It's still beautiful. I'm still beautiful. The hair is what God gave me. The lips and the nose, daddy, thank you. This part right here is the daddy. These nostrils is the mommy. I don't pay no attention to you, honey. Okay. So at any rate, first thing I want to talk about is cut for Beyonce. Y'all, Beyonce is a mother sucking G. That man, listen, I've always had a love-hate relationship with Beyonce. Always. But the thing that makes me hate her is the fact that she kind of overwhelms you. Like, she never stops. And you be like, sometimes, come on, B, go sit down, girl. Go sit down. But the thing that makes me love her is her gangster. That lady, she was in, what was it? Was it New York? And she was in, was it Brooklyn? I'm not sure. But that hoe, you know how she be flipping that ponytail, girl. She be whipping it. You hear me? And that sucker caught her earring, child, and it snatched her earring and she was bleeding. And that mother sucking G kept performing. How many times we done seen Beyonce bust her ASS and get up and keep it moving? Y'all remember when that daggone lady fell down them steps face forward, finished, her whole routine, and got up and was like, please don't put this on YouTube. It went on YouTube, but Beyonce got enough money to take all that shit down. She'd call YouTube and be like, YouTube, if you don't shut this down, I will shut you down, YouTube. And YouTube was like, B said, yeah, find this stuff like immediately, now, right now. Okay. That's but at any rate, guys, she is a remarkable, phenomenal entertainer. Now, for all my older women who are, like 35 on up, I want you guys to tell me something. This is what I've always felt about Beyonce. My mom said Tina Turner was great. I'm sorry, not to me. She is, she's great, but she's not iconic, not to me. Tell me what you think. I believe that the only person that can even come close to Beyonce or on the same level as her is Diana Ross. Now, y'all, I'm a true Diana fan now, y'all. I'm going to get sensitive. Y'all put some negative comments in Beyond, but compare the two. They both had, movies. They couldn't act, but they were still in the movies. They both chose powerful men. They did everything. Everything. They both was just shoved into movies that they had no business to be in. God daggone Beyonce had no business being next to Idris Elba. None. It's like, oh no, Diana ain't had no reason being next to Billy D, but because it was Billy D, But anyway, Beehive, don't be cutting yourself over there. This is dumb. That's dumb, Beehive. Talking about cut for Beyonce. That's dumb. Don't do that now. Don't do that. That makes me feel like y'all are young, immature, and just lost. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all shouldn't, look to nobody for that. The only people that y'all should be looking to for that kind of guidance is God. Pick up your Bible. I'm not taking away from Beyonce. Pick up your Bible. But that's crazy to me, y'all. That's crazy to me. Don't do that. So the next person I'm going to be talking about is Amy Schumer. Okay, Amy Schumer is a trip. She is a trip. She old white privileged white girl. She's reckless out the mouth or whatever it is. But what I'm going to speak about is that she had a show down there in Florida. She is, she says whatever she wants to say. And what ended up happening was her comedy show touched on politics, which all comedians do. They all do. And what happened was she asked for a Trump supporter to come on stage with her. And basically, she, started mocking the Trump supporter. Now, she had security on stage with her because, it ain't like Sharkeisha, who, the Trump supporter got bucked. Sharkeisha been gave that sucker a haymaker that she would never forget. But she had security on stage with her, and what ended up happening was they started booing her. The Trump supporters started booing her. Amy Shoemaker, is it Schumer? Schumer. Sorry. Come on, some Shoemaker. Amy Schumer was like, I don't care. If y'all don't like it, y'all can leave. Now that's a bad mother sucker right there. When you could be like, if you don't like it, you can leave. About 200 people left. But guess what? She had another 18,000 in there, or however much. She had a good number that was left, that she would still do her show and do it quite well. Amy Schumer, you be tripping. You don't know what to say out your mouth sometimes, but good for you. Girl power. I'm giving you the black fist, baby. The black fist. Okay, so let's move on. Mary J. Oh, God, Mary J. Kendu, I need y'all help with this. Okay. Mary J has already cut checks to this man for like $85,000. Okay. Kendu is like, I need $100K from you this month. Not only was every month. Not only was I your husband, but I was your manager. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a hit out on that Negro. So you gonna cheat on me, and I'ma pay you, okay, to cheat on me and walk away from me. So not only am I paying your hoes when we was together, but now I'm still gonna have to pay your hoes when we over. I don't know. And Kendall was like, oh, that prenup didn't mean nothing because I ain't had no lawyer present. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call my cousin. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to call my Taraji P. Okay, and Taraji P made a statement or spoke of her time in the industry and how she was not paid appropriately for Benjamin Button. She feels that it was racism that attributed to her treatment in regards to Benjamin Button. Now, to me, I don't even understand how they I don't understand why she didn't win. I mean, she did get, was it a nod? But she did receive acknowledgement for her role in Benjamin Buttons, but she was third billing. And she said she received only 2% of what what's his name, Brad Pitt received, which I really don't have a. She said okay, I'm not going to say I don't have a problem with it. What I'm going to say is I could imagine that Brad Pitt got paid huge. So for her to say that she received the lowest amount for six figures that could be offered, and that she had to pay for her own lodging, that to me was quite disrespectful. Now, I really don't have a problem, or I somewhat don't have a problem with the fact that she was paid 2% of what Brad Pitt was paid. I don't know what Brad Pitt was paid, but I know it was huge. Okay? I know it was huge. And she felt that the only reason why she was treated in this regard was because she was a black woman, and a black woman, and she was third billing. Okay. Um, and she also said that Tyler Perry was the one who what was the movie? It wasn't The Family That Prayed. It was I Can Do Bad All by Myself. He was the first one who actually paid her worth. That was because it was a black movie. That's what it is. You ain't gonna get that money in white movies unless you are, top billing. And if you're top billing, then it ain't a white movie. I mean, a black movie is a white movie, so you ain't gonna get it. But now, which is a jab in the gut, is that woman gets six figures for every episode of Empire. So now, Taraji, you got to put your work in. You've put your work in, and you are totally. I mean, you are totally representing, of course, the DMV well. I know that you've come across bumps and bruises in the industry. You said that you've been in the industry for 10 years. And guys, I'm still reading the book. If you haven't subscribed, so that I'll get the book review, I'm going to try and get it up like within the next 2 weeks. Please subscribe. I've learned so many things about Taraji that I can't wait to tell you guys, especially for those DMV followers. Guys, just let me say this, that Taraji P, I'm very, very proud of you. I'm proud of all the women that I spoke of today, because we're living in a society where when you're a woman, especially a black woman, you have to try harder. And guys, remember this. The same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other. Peace.